Look at the weather.
It's beautiful here.
Non-stop rain.
Oh, man, it is a blazer out there.
It's cold and it's shivery.
It is cold.
Really coming down here.
I really enjoy your weather reports.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, we're talking weather in a whole new way. From historical events to what's coming up, plus weather news, science, safety, fun facts, and more.
I like where this is going.
This is Weather Weekly. Weather Weekly with Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
It is episode 250 of Weather Weekly. Good to be with you, meteorologist Marcus Bailey from Wish TV in Indianapolis, Indiana. And all of a sudden, it is winter. We've had snow, we've had cold, had our really first hard freeze across the entire state. That puts an end to the growing season. That'll happen to end the weekend. But here's the good news. If you're not ready to flip that switch just yet for the next 3 to 4 months, we do have rebounds in the temperature department. But boy, is it going to be a roller coaster ride here over the next 7 to 10 days. So any of that snow that has fallen and stuck, not going to be here long. We're going to talk about the up and down temperatures and if we see any more moisture, precipitation, snow in the extended forecast. All that and a whole lot more. It's the week ahead for November 10th, 2025. That's next on Weather Weekly. It is episode 250 of Weather Weekly, the week ahead for November 10th, 2025. Let's go ahead and get you started here. Obviously, a very cold start to this week with temperatures, everybody well below freezing. A lot of mid-20s for Monday morning, and that puts an official end to the growing season. I know it's kind of been in spots. We hit that freezing mark in some spots over the past couple of weeks with our bouts of chill, but this one is a hard freeze. You go 28 or below, that's the threshold for a hard freeze, and so that will put an end to the growing season. So mowing season, ladies and gentlemen, done for you here. All right, so let's go ahead and roll through Monday. Interesting day Monday. You're going to have a very strong northerly flow, all right? And so the waters of Lake Michigan are very warm. It takes longer for water to cool and warm, right? And so you've got a rush of Arctic air with lake waters over Lake Michigan still, pretty warm. And so that is a recipe for lake effect precipitation. Obviously, we will be cold enough that precip will be snow showers. All right. Now, the bulk of heavy snow is going to be confined really on the counties that border Lake Michigan. So you got to go way up north, like Lake, like Porter. All right. There are winter storm warnings there because of the lake effect enhancement. Anywhere between 6 to 12 inches, and I wouldn't be shocked if there isn't maybe some isolated higher amounts. Very tough to gauge where heavy banding of these lake effect snow showers are going to be because it fluctuates with the wind, right? It doesn't always just come straight out of the exact same point on the compass at all hours. And so because that wind will fluctuate a little bit north and then northeast and then northeast, the heavy snow bands will kind of fluctuate with that. But by and large, you're going to get, several hours of snowfall up in northwestern Indiana. And so that's how it will pile up. And that started Sunday night. It will continue on and off through Monday. All right. Now, downstate, you've got this little passing upper level low, a secondary surface trough that's squeezing out some of this moisture, may push down some of these lake effect snow bands too. I don't think we're going to have heavy enough snow to have any significant accumulation downstate. Could there be an inch of snow north of the metro? Yes. But don't be deceived. The ground is still very warm. We're coming off, Friday, we had highs near 70. So unless you get super, super heavy snow, it's tough to overcome the warm ground. So most of what will fall on Monday will melt on contact. Grassy areas, elevated surfaces like your car parked outside, rooftops, maybe sidewalks get a little bit of a dusting. I don't foresee much more than that. Okay. Now, minus the snow, it's still going to be a pretty rough day. It's going to be highs in the mid 30s, wind gusts around 25 to 30. So chills will be in the teens and low 20s. All right. So not fun. Now I will say Monday's going to be kind of the bottom of this. It does get a little bit better each and every day coming up this week. Veterans Day on Tuesday. It is still going to be a cold start. Still a little breezy. Overnight lows will be in the mid 20s, maybe even low 20s, and wind chills will be in the mid teens. We'll bounce back on Tuesday and get highs back to the low to mid 40s, but it will be gusty with winds gusting around 30 miles per hour. So it's going to feel a lot colder than that. And it will be mainly cloudy, maybe a little bit of sunshine bursting through, especially late in the day, but no snow. Tuesday's just going to be kind of a raw day. All right. Now, midweek, end of the week, we start to get some improvement. High pressure is going to start digging in. We'll start to get on the back end of that. Just like that, by Wednesday, we'll wake up to numbers into the mid 30s. All right. That's not bad. It's average. And highs in the mid 50s. That is average as well. The winds will ease up quite a bit and it's mostly sunny. We're not done. End of the week looks good. It's kind of similar on Thursday. Sunny skies, morning temperatures into the mid 30s, highs in the mid 50s. And then by Friday, very nice. Partly cloudy, mild, highs around 60 after you wake up to numbers into the low 40s. And I do think we even have a warming trend into the mid 60s to start off the weekend. So, yeah, we're not stuck forever in this cold spell. It's a very significant but brief shot. Now, if you want to look deeper into this forecast here, the national blend of models keeps us into the 60s for Sunday and then kind of falling back a little bit early in the week. So that would be the week of the 17th, mid 50s for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Not a significant chill, gets us back to near normal temperatures. There's some hints and discrepancies about another storm system by late in the weekend that could bring some rain and then a shot of cooler air, but it won't be as significant as what we're dealing with right now. Okay. So early season hit of winter, yes, but not ready to just kind of pull the trigger in terms of long-term chill here coming up. So that's some good news. All right. So it does look like we are going to see a nice warming trend coming our way, but definitely a slap in the face, shock to the system. It's going to be rough for the drive into work and for the kiddos at the bus stop these next couple of mornings before it does start to see a little bit of improvement on the way. All right. Coming up, we're going to talk some stats for the month of November. We'll do the extended outlook as well and much more. That's coming up next on Weather Week. All right, let's do some climate stats here. Obviously, we're not too deep in the month of November, but for the month, precip just 5/100ths. We're down 0.87. Last year at this time, we had 1.45, so we were off to a real soggy start for the month. Since September, that's the beginning of meteorological fall, 3.79 down, 3.49, but we are doing better than last year this time, 3.57. Not by much, but a little bit. And snowfall, obviously, just kind of traces here and there, and that's on par from last year. So nothing too crazy in that regard, but we do average close to an inch of snowfall for the month of November. All right. 7-day precip, about 1/4 of an inch expected here. I think if you went beyond 7 days, probably gets a little bit more soggy with rain chances possibly by the end of next weekend into early in the week of the 17th. 8 to 14 day outlook. This would be for the dates of the 16th through the 22nd, puts us above average and with temperatures and with precipitation as well. So again, the chill that we experience early in this week is definitely kind of the exception and not the rule, at least right now. Okay. No significant changes to the 1 month. So November, this was updated on Halloween. And again, above average temperatures, but no real strong signals of precipitation going either way. Now, this one, I mention this every once in a while. They have an experimental. I think it all kind of averages out. The the 3 to 4 week outlook. So this would take us basically to Thanksgiving, all right, November 22nd to December 5th. There are some signals of going below average temperatures and then above average precipitation. We will see. Precipitation is always tough to gauge in that. But temperatures, you might see some signs of us kind of starting to turn that corner to winter as we get closer to the holidays. All right. All right, that'll do it for this week's podcast. Always appreciate your feedback. Shoot me an email anytime, marcus.bailey@wishtv.com. You can also reach out on social media, on X, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Marcus Bailey Weather on all 4 of those. And I check those pretty frequently if you ever need to shoot me a message. You can also get my forecasts Monday through Friday on TV, locally in Central Indiana on Channel 8. And, of course, at wishtv.com. And hit the live stream. That's Monday through Friday from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. And you can get our forecast for free anytime at wishtv.com/weather and our free Storm Track 8 weather app. Make sure to check out all the other great podcasts, all part of the All Indiana Podcast Network. Have a wonderful week. We will talk to you soon, and God bless.
Discover more from Storm Track 8 Weather and Wish TV. Online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to check out more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.